guess you'd be doubting. So don't doubt in my head. Just say what should be said. We can sit and talk about something happening now, not just hollow vowels. But I just worry about it, about giving up. How can I go without it? The doubt will push you through. Frustration I have inside my head. Tell me to go away again. I guess we can all be warriors. Assassinate the foe inside your mind. And over time, raise your blade. Watch it cut through the air.
Welcome to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of the ABC Collegiate Overwatch League. But first, we have a little bit of a special treat for you. Boise State will be taking on University of Delaware later this evening. But we want to feature a little bit of hopefully some homegrown talent as Meridian Tech will be taking on, firstly, the Firestorms from Canada. So welcome representation from everywhere. My name is Jared Bertoccioni. I'm joined by none other than my favorite co-host here,
Greg Oldsoul-Smith,
the fantastic one and only. So it's going to be a fantastic show tonight. Overwatch, a fantastic game, one where you do have different representation in certain skins. You have the USA skins, you have the Canadian skins. Are we going to see any of that?
I'd love to.
I would love to too, and it's going to be a huge opportunity because Boise State University always looking for talent elsewhere. With them being in high school level, next step's college, and what better place to come than Boise State University?
Indeed.
So we'll have to see whether or not there's some ones that desire the shining spotlight on them. And with that being said, it's going to be a standard best of 5 between these two teams. Nothing too crazy. Standard just rules as well. 6v6. The maps will go control, escort, hybrid. Some people would not want to see assault. I personally love the game mode, so I hope we do get to that game 4. And when it comes down to it, it's really cool opportunity to see if whether or not either of these two teams have a little bit of fan favoritism towards Boise State. Do they pick the same Saints Row? Do they put themselves on Kings Row? Do they get themselves out to Temple of Anubis? We'll have to see. I'm excited to see it personally.
I'm looking forward to it. Mm-hmm.
And, of course, with that being said, there are docs keys of the game. Never take fair fight means to take fights in unexpected places when they're unprepared, and tempo. Both these teams really want to dictate that tempo as much as they can, making it so the opponents have to respond. Always a great option. And, of course, docs keys of the game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. I don't know if we have the lineups here, but here are the two face-ups. It's the Dragons versus the Firestorms. One may be a little bit of a result of the other, although that Dragon has 2 very large arrows through its neck.
He's ready.
So it's not, maybe. It might be ready. That's a cool symbol regardless.
Yeah, that is nice. I do like the Firestorm as well, though. Yeah. The pillar of fire coming from it.
We'll see what team is going to heat up the battlefield the most in this matchup. Also, I feel like they have to play Torbjorn, because he's got magma, right? It doesn't look like that's the case at all, though.
They do have it. Whoa, look at these names, though. I like the names. You got a little sneak peek.
Grumpy Kitty is one of the names.
3, Eternal Flame is also
Eternal
there.
Flame?
Yeah,
okay.
Eternal Flame. We also have Dragonfire with an H.
And Soup with no U.
And Oni. I like that.
I like this.
Sabbatical.
Lucio just rushing in, trying to find a boop angle, but they're going to be the first ones to the point. And you can hear the rockets careening down. How's your day? Well, it's going to be shouted by a bunch of rockets from the sky as both teams now fight. The point one lock in about 5 seconds, but the casualties are already given. 1 on both sides, 2 on the side for Firestorm as they get a little bit of elimination heavy to get the man advantage. They're going to then sweep onto the point, and Oni barely lives with 9 HP, but will finally fall. Eternal Flame will actually find that one, and the TP's back onto the point. Oh, this is going to be a spicy one. That's I mean, both teams going blow for blow. No one really captured the point until, just now. 5%, now up to 10%. But Firestorm, you can see the ultimates that they have there. How's your day? Approaching that 1%, 100% crucial mark, and that rocket barrage is going to possibly be devastating. Here goes 1 kill as well for them. Going to contest the point. No one's there to contest with them. The pin, the short distance one, but the rocket barrage is on the backside. It's going to be turned around, and Reinhardt was distracted with the charge, and he won't be able to block the bullets, and there will go 3 down for the side of Meridian Technical. Firestorm swarming in.
Oh, swarming in indeed. How's your day with that quick ult? Takes so much, just sweeps the screen there, and already back up to a quarter of the restock there.
Still don't flip the point, though. This Lucio is just being that mosquito.
Yeah.
Finally gets taken down. No, he's still swarming around.
Wow,
he can't be
what
stopped.
A good push for time, yeah.
pushes it almost to 50% by their valiant effort, and I mean that's a good point to flip at any juncture. What's scary though is now they hold commanding force. They have most of the ground in their control, and they got that Earth Shatter ready to go. If Ocean can find a good angle here for this Earth Shatter, it's going to be devastating for Meridian Technical. They do almost have their own ultimate as well. Lost their Lucio, trying to be a little cheeky, but gets turned away. They're maybe trying to go through the building side of things where the bridges are not, so they don't get booped off. This is going to be a huge fight. Photon Barrier is out. Here comes an Earth Shatter. That one will miss and whiff. Pushing forward will be a turn one. And there goes that Rocket Barrage yet again, picking up 2. Another one, and the left clicks from this Reinhardt will be huge. 4 members down. Meridian Technical trying to get themselves onto the point. Won't even get an elimination minus the Rockets. They will be forced to go with an early respawn. Did force out, three ultimates from the side of Firestorm. So it's not the worst thing. They just got surpassed in percentage, so they do still have plenty of time to play with.
Sitting up for that next team fight. 3 ults ready on either side. They were almost able to snowball some ground there by taking How's Your Day, but Firestorm really fought back there.
Yeah, this damage boost on this far is just doing so much work, and then with the way that this point operates in general, it's just so safe. The sound barrier is going to be here. Here comes the stun. But Daydream in the Immortality field will keep themselves alive. Now they need to have the opportunity to push forward. Breaking the shield's the main goal here. Baptiste trying to heal things, but where's the Deadeye? They turn around, they find it, but the Graviton Surge is there to suck them up and put them down. The damage is going to be placed in 1 point, and luckily for them, that's all they need to do. Despite their best efforts, Defense Matrix is now here in addition to the Amplification one. But no matter what they try, they're only able to get a few eliminations. Wait a moment. Firestorm continue to hold this with supremacy, and they don't even lose one.
Wow. In overtime push, we still have people on site here. Eternal Flame taking him out. It's the last one on site. And there it is.
They go for the res too. Good call. You know, the opportunity they had for a maybe man-down disadvantage fight was probably the only shining hope for Meridian Technical there, but that resurrection will definitely deny it. And it'll be the first round over the Firestorm, and both these teams playing with some heat. No puns intended. And all the puns intended,
all the
actually.
puns, sorry.
Not as
puns on a silver platter for
I'm
you guys
not as easy to resist the opportunity for puns as Red Hots is. I'm sorry. It's my curse.
I take the puns where you can get them.
I feel like sometimes you even force them because puns are great.
Forced puns are a whole different category. Get a nice little fly cam view of the server room here as we drop back into the next round.
Yeah, this is interesting because this highlights an opportunity if they do continue to stick with a Symmetra where you can get some vertical damage and maybe some repositioning, but it doesn't look like to be the case. Grump Kitty will still stay on the McCree. They still have the Pharah and the Mercy. But Meridian Tech, Eternal Flame now switching over to a Cole Cassidy of their own will actually find an opportunity for maybe some hit scan up there to try to threaten the Pharah. Nice stun. The flashbang there with the fan to hammer, but nothing will result in the res will actually be used though. Damages all across the way. So there's actually a huge man advantage given over to Meridian Technical. They'll find themselves fighting on the field, and this Cole Cassidy is completely left alone. Nice tuck away with the backwards roll, and he'll keep blood clicking for a triple kill. He's going to stop the other Cole Cassidy in the middle of the ult. This guy should not switch off Cole.
Absolutely unreal. Hunting for the team kill there.
He wants it. He's got the fire. He's got the extra damage. He's ready to go. Pretty accurate, 87% on what some would call the worst ultimate in the game. I disagree.
Really? I disagree.
Yeah, well, if they're watching, they know who they are. Nice flashbang and the fan the hammer reroll. Here comes that Deadeye. No one's going to peek it. It's almost like, you know, facing yourself up against some sort of Medusa-esque character. You don't want to look him in the eye.
Yeah, I hear that.
But they are going to force him off the point. We've seen them in this position before where they hold this for about 50% and then it gets flipped. They did use an ultimate, not really gain much out of it. And this time, this Cole's going to be in danger. He finds it and eats the solo barrage. How's your day doing? Says, hi, how you doing? I got an ultimate too, but this time I'm going to take you out with it. Neptune's going to take one out as well, but the return's not really getting much. There's a resurrect, there's an elimination set, but as we mentioned before, 50%. Meridian Technical can't hold it much beyond that. They're going to get flipped here. Or
really
are
just
they?
Forced in and sweep through. Pretty close. Only 1 or 2 left on. Elder Flame is back in the game, though.
Oh, the shatter.
Never mind. Sabbatical takes him out, no problem. Looking at clearing that Diva to make sure people get off-site so they get less.
Oh, stay in the D. Yeah. Almost left the Immortality Field, which is not a good kind, but so much time bought for the side of Meridian Technical. They're swarming themselves back up. And this Reinhardt, he's trying so hard. Sabbatical just swatting things down like flies.
Goodness.
Finally gets him down, and woo, they actually forced the swap. How's your day now on the maybe hyper-aggressive Genji pick, which we'll see some interesting results.
We do like hyper-aggression. The Firestorm playing a little defensive now, though, as they own the hill. Looking to get up to that 50%, try to match to Meridian Technical's first push.
He's got Stinky Pete, my favorite character in the entire game, on one side of the equation, and his counterpart there, the Junkrat, available for the side of Meridian Technical. Needs to start getting those grenades lobbed in. Not a lot of ultimates here, but here comes the Amplification Matrix, as I mentioned it, and the sights as well. Children 76 with the vision. Ooh, so much damage. Actually takes out the enemy Mercy, and now on the back foot will be forced Firestorm. They're sent to retreat. They're trying to get themselves to the Valkyrie, but it's not enough. How's your day doing? Going for the resurrection, but so much of these Genji shurikens are being denied by the fantastic pressure from this Diva. He's down to 35% health, gets the health back. Will stand on the point still. Doesn't get flipped despite the efforts from Meridian Technical.
A nice even score here, looking 74 to 74, meaning this next team push is going to be really playing uphill for Meridian Technical.
Yeah, this Reaper not having any ulti charge too, either due to swap or trying to pop it and getting CC'd. Unfortunately, he's got to answer now his own counterpart, the Soldier, on the other side. Grumpy Kitty ready to unleash the vision. Ooh. The map hacks, if you will, the auto aim. Here comes the Earth Shatter. He's going to Daijut with the Reaper form. 1v1 to the greatest enemy battle. The Dragon Blade's here, and you're going to be made of quick work. Moving forward, Big Boofus will take out the Immortality Field, but the damage is already done. They've been sent scattered. They've been sent off the point, and the first map will go over to Firestorm.
Well played.
Well played. GG. There's no GG email, which is probably for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it would be used more for troll than...
Yeah, I mean, no. Never would I ever think that Overwatch players would do anything to produce negative behavior. Yeah, disturb the peace. No, they would never do that.
The fiends of positive energy.
But that will be the first map over to Firestorm. And, you know, with that being said, they played a really good game. I think there were shining moments here for both teams. So we'll really have to see whether or not this Meridian Technical team can pull something out of just maybe talking about what happened wrong in the match or whatever happened there. But we'll have to see what map comes up first. Let's throw it to a quick break while I get some more water for me. We'll be back. Stay tuned for some more Overwatch action.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your Guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena for some Overwatch action tonight. Again, we'll be featuring Boise State, your beloved favorite team in the whole world, and some ABC Overwatch later. But first, we're still going to pick up some action here with some local talent here in this Meridian Tech and Firestorm was a matchup. Again, I'm Jared Barrett-Consiglione, your host, joined by Greg Old Soul Smith. I almost named him Old South, which... Put your vote in the chat whether or not you think that's a better name. We'll completely change his whole image.
I'll just go through the makeover.
We'll get him a cowboy hat and a long piece of straw. We'll be good to go. But welcome back, everyone. We did just witness Meridian Technical kind of suffer a little bit of a back-and-forth battle for that first map. And
sometimes that first map can get you more information, which you know leverages on later. But you're right.
I like to do this thing, and I say it every broadcast that I can. That first match... First round, whatever you want to call it, is always the introduction. Similar to boxing matches.
Sure.
When the fighters strike gloves for respect, they do that fist bump. It's out of respect, but also because of the fact that they test the striking range of their opponent. It's exactly what Meridian Technical is doing here. Okay. And we did just get word. Hold on. Dorado will be the next map. So that'll be an exciting one. Something we don't see a lot of, but... I'm excited to see it. Did you know if you hit the bells in certain succession, you could play the future on a theme song?
The what?
The future on a theme song.
Wow, I'm gonna have to do that next time I'm on Dorado.
When will that be?
Probably not very soon. Not for another hour. So hopefully they take care of it for us.
True. Yeah. If you guys are out there, let us know that you're doing it by hitting the bells with your gun. You can do it on like a very few characters because some of them have like weird shot patterns and whatnot.
Oh, you
yeah.
gotta get those
but regardless. Not really the key for victory. As again, we look up the matchup, the Dragons versus the Firestorms, and so far the heat that's been brought to the kitchen has been all Canada so far. Meridian Technical is trying to get themselves in the kitchen, though. They got like the gloves on and the apron.
Getting ready.
But they're like scared to approach the oven itself.
It's probably on fire.
It might be on fire. Hopefully they'll have some sort of fire extinguisher, or maybe they'll even be able to pick up their own heat. We saw some star-shining players again.
We did see some cheeky plays, and they were definitely pushing up in there, but I think testing the range is a good way to say it. So I'd like to see them come in full force on the second map here in Dorado.
Yeah. You know, when they were playing with confidence, we saw their own Cole Cassidy really pop off.
We really did.
And, I mean, that kind of, I think maybe putting more resources in your DPS basket could be be opportunity.
But the Firestorm together play really did sweep as a pack. Yeah. So I think Meridian Tech's good. See, really pace them out.
Not necessarily the far Mercy, but we do see a Mercy on both sides and an Echo for Soup. Up in the air, the wings, mechanical they may be, but they'll keep themselves flapping high. Gonna continue to try and use as much of this distance as possible, but they get taken out immediately in the air. So many explosions up here, but the revive will still come through. Soup trying to get some access to the back line.
Ooh, Soup out again.
Soup getting caught out again. Again, there's so much damage coming through from Grumpy Kitty, and I mean,
and Ash on the Hauser Day has been really pushing hard
Ash
as well.
Ash is doing incredibly well. Those dynamites have been dynamite. Sorry.
No, you're doing great. The force puns adds the atmosphere.
I can't help it. It's who I am. Nice hook there, and unfortunately, Daydream will be put to sleep for a bit. Ooh. Nice jump up with the coach gun. Gonna continue to go for the fast reload. Diva trying to get the mech pop. Is gonna be punched out of the mech, and Bob for the capitalization. That was almost a headshot on top of it, but instead, Bob will be. Wait, did they push Bob down? Wow. Leave him alone. Let him move.
Just absolutely aggressive Bob.
On the back end, the whole hog being released. Soup switching over to Doomfist, being put to their doom, and You know, as much as we wanted Meridian Tech to pick up the heat, Firestorm's
goodness.
full on ablazing.
How's your day? Is just back there with the broom sweeping Meridian Tech into the corners there.
I mean, that's the power of Ash, especially on these maps that have just even a little bit of verticality. She really does reign supreme by being able to reposition
and just get close with the coach.
Yeah, that pinpoint accuracy really does get rewarded as well. And as we kind of see things go around, it looks like Meridian Tech's been saving up for some sort of big fight as they have 5 out of 6 ults available. They gotta start using them unless they want to keep this completely full fit.
Use your ults.
Use your ults. You can't get them back if you don't use them. Here comes the self-destruct. Can be blocked. A nice sprint here from Grumpy Kitty, but it will be taken out one. Just Immortality. Here comes the Vision as well. Knockdown will be huge for Meridian Tech as they use the Earth Shatter to stop the Vision. But unfortunately, it is all for naught as the rest of the combative prowess from Firestorm is just too much too immense. No, they will finally push them off the point with that res.
Excellently done. Yeah, we saw a lot of utility coming out of Big Boofus, just taking care of things.
And they only used 2 ultimates for it, and it was just the tank ultimate. So Meridian Tech looking pretty here at this choke point, and this is a pretty hard one to go through. Deadeye will find none, unfortunately, but Ash will find one. She's the true leader now. She's going to continue to show her accuracy. Bob's here to help. He's doing at least something, but how's your day doing? He's doing everything right now. So many eliminations. Sabbatical getting the double left-click kill, and Firestorm just getting themselves back onto the cart and start moving it forward.
Oni prepping everybody up for the next team fight, and how's your day's got to be the IGL just coming in clutch there with the 2Ks left and right. Now, Meridian Tech is looking a little bit better with that ult charge there, considering Firestorm's got 1, maybe 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
But Meridian Tech is an easy 2 or 3 here.
Use the Amplification Matrix, drop down into the point, but the door will close and block as much of it as it can. Defense Matrix there, but no, there's so much damage. Another Whole Hog will tear apart the Reinhardt health bar. Up, down, only going wherever they please. And they're going to push forward to another checkpoint. Again, virtually no time taken off the clock. Maybe a minute 30 right now as they cross this checkpoint. That'll be the last one they get. So now it's up to Meridian Tech. They have to choke out this cart here. I don't know if this Doomfist is really paying a lot of dividends. He's not able to get these picks, and in fact, you know, he's having to play a little bit more reserved than maybe he wants to. Eternal Flame will fall. Here comes another Earth Shadow. The damage moving forward. The Resurrection's there, but is it enough? Big Boofus will find one. Unfortunately for them, they're going to be going into a wall, and this one is Meridian Technical's strong suit as they'll fight back with a Fiery Passion and send them back scattering. Taking about 30 seconds off the clock. Good job.
Yeah, and those 30 seconds are important considering they had 4 minutes to make just these last 50 meters. It almost feels like they're just playing for overtime advantage and have this in the bag. So Meridian Tech on that nice halt was pretty important for them.
How's your day? Does have the ultimate. We'll have it with Grumpy Kitty here in just a moment. You know, I've seen obviously some really expert use of that Bob here from the side of How's Your Day. Grumpy Kitty really needs to be able to get a huge value for the ultimate. They got stuffed last time, and Soup will be stuffed like that. No resurrection being used. Maybe he's just saving up for his ulti and then turning it back. The Dynamite will be popped. Bob will be here as well. Defense Matrix makes quick work of his damage, but to the rest of the teams following up behind him, so much damage on the rest. These tanks are just tanking Bob, but who's to tank the rest of the damage? It's not going to be anybody. The Immortality field here, 14 HP will be the rest on Diva, and that will be almost a team kill. It doesn't matter. They need to get themselves back to the point. Here comes the ultimate. He dives forward with the roll. Gets himself to place, but unfortunately Dragonfire will fall, speed boosting himself into eternity. 2:47 on the clock, and they'll finally cross that finish line. It's gonna have to be a fast answer from Meridian Technical.
A very quick answer. To beat 2:47, I mean, they were almost uncontested through those first 2 points.
Yeah. Get themselves a nice chunk of change, and if it does end up going to overtime, they do get 1 minute there on top of it. So have a tremendous amount of time to work with. But again, they're not playing reserved. They're not playing like they have to play for time. They know that they have advantage. They feel confident in themselves, and they're playing aggressively together. And that's kind of the big difference maker so far on this map. We'll have to see if maybe it's just a attacker-sided map. You know, there are some games out there that people would argue are defender or attacker favored.
That's true.
Never heard that one in my life, but that's what I've heard on the streets. I've never seen it.
Really?
If I lose, it's because of my inability to play the game.
Oh,
on my own.
entirely.
I never, ever blame my teammates.
Or lag. You never blame lag either.
I've never lagged. I've never had bad
Never
teammates.
packet loss.
Never had teammates that were unwilling to work with us as a team. And never have I ever.
Just had a teammate absolutely feed.
Never. I was the one feeding because it was my fault.
Yeah, a lot of rushing in solo.
What are your other keys for? Why are you pushing things other than W?
Other than W?
Yeah, why is your keyboard not just one giant W? We'll never know.
Absolute launch code button for the W. Big Boofus looking to rush right in and come all up on this team.
So much damage. They have the double dive combo for the tanks, but they got to make some use of it first. Can't even break through the Reinhardt shield. Big Boofus trying to get teamed up with their Winston, but he gets stunned up and obliterated. Try to send the Lucio up there? Daydream trying to get something happening, but he's just a distraction force, and maybe that's ultimately the goal. They have the cart still pushing right now. As long as they're distracted and can't come down to contest. Here comes the Orisa down. They'll be dropped. Immortality field on the left click will pop the D, but the Baby Mech 0 HP. And they get themselves to the corner and get immediately stopped as the entire lineup from Firestorm drops off that ledge. They switch tanks, realizing that the dive comp isn't going to work if we can't get to the back line. How's your day now on the Soldier 76? Looking for that ultimate. Hazard available. Here it comes. Waiting for the damage boost. They just have the heal right now. Oh my great googly mooglies.
Popping that whole
quadruple
down. Yeah.
Okay.
Just goes crazy. Back
Oni,
up
come on. Reported. Report Oni taking my hexa-kill.
Yeah.
Dang
team
it.
kill Thief. It's all right, though. He's playing for the team.
Yeah,
And,
team game.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Good adaptation. I think picking Hanzo here is a really good option.
Okay.
Not because it deals with Reinhardt or Orisa very well, but because these DPS are pretty squishy in and of their own right. Here comes an Earthshatter there from Sabbatical. Doesn't matter if their DPS is squishy. You're going to be the squishy one as Eternal Flame will fall to the left clicks on the side of Grumpy Kitty. And again, struggling to get this cart even up this hill. It's an uphill battle, and we only have 2 minutes left to try and climb it.
Like Sisyphus, they push it up a little bit, but this team fight just keeps it dropping down.
The payload is the big boulder.
Is not afraid to just sit on it, making it even heavier as he takes people out. They are looking to dive up on him a little bit. People coming out, and he doesn't have a lot of support.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe they consider taking a Symmetra for damage and then TPing up there to go for a full 6v6 in this tiny corridor. But doesn't look like that's going to be the case. In fact, they'll actually walk the cart around the corner up the hill, and they'll find themselves rolling the boulder yet again.
Grumpy's got good chance for a decent Deadeye here. He uses it
Straight into the back line. He may go through this turn corridor. He finds an enemy DPS, and Eternal Flame will fall. The awareness and the callouts are just so pertinent and key. 20 HP, no. And actually, Meridian Technical fighting back with a big force. They'll actually end up winning that fight, even though Firestorm started it. You know, backed up into a corner, doesn't matter for them. They're able to cross the second checkpoint and get this thing moving even further.
But man, look at that timer. This is going to be a rough one.
Yeah, they need to keep moving pretty much uninterrupted to even match that 247. This is a moment where you consider having 3 on 2 payload, because every up to 3 players influences the speed at which it moves. Yeah, having this just solo healer on there is not going to be able to move it as quick as you need it to be. And this is a pretty important corner to fight as one anyway. Earthshatter being looked at. Neptune really trying to find something. So much damage. Almost gets blasted down immediately. And then how's your day up at the top wings? Raining down. It's just like a rocket barrage, but this one's a machine gun. There goes the Reinhardt shield. 40 HP. Finds the pin. Will take one out. A nice trade elimination. But that will only stagger things. And unfortunately for them, I do believe that Firestorm has just a smidgen of a better spawn point than they do. Still good effort. I mean, if you're going to go down and you trade one, I think that's always a good idea. Big
caught in the corner there, though. That was a good reply.
Yeah, they're really punishing the aggression from Grumpy Kitty being that physically close to Reinhardt.
Yep.
They switched to the Roadhog, and I haven't seen any good hooks on anyone, to be honest. Here comes Earthshatter with the Dragon Strike behind it, but it's all for naught. Man, you really wanted to use your Earthshatter with your Dragon Strike, but that will be a huge combo, not really being able to let it rip. The only alternative now is the Blade. Dragon Blade with the Earthshatter could be huge. I mean, Reinhardt can only do so much damage while on the ground, whereas Genji, if he has free reign on a target, it'll be curtains for them. But they're not being given much room to work with. Here comes a 1v1 button up in the air. It's a 1v2 because the Mercy Pocket's there. Where's his healer? He's wondering, question mark pings, I need healing. And Soup just can't get it. He'll be picked apart. And his hubris will be his downfall there.
He did get a little aggressive up there and in fleeing fell, but...
Yeah, true. You can only scout for information for so long.
Yeah, yep.
Another shot here in the corner. Grumpy Kitty really trying to play with fire ahead of both their tanks, mind you, right now. And kind of flirting with the edge of the shield.
Talk about not having your pocket healer while you
oh my, almost gets instantly punished.
Grumpy.
There's the pin, gets stopped, I believe. 2 pins, 1 each. Earth Shatter here from the side of Firestorm. Here comes all the ultimates, everyone in the kitchen sink.
Economy.
And Soup just popping off on the back line. Has the deflect, waiting to deflect the whole hog, and that will actually prove really, really adept and a great team fight for the side of Meridian Tactical. In the meantime, Big Boofus again on this D.Va, really just such a menace to anyone here, trying to really threaten that Mercy, forcing the soldier to try and use everything they can to keep them alive, and it does end up working, but to what avail? Oh no, an amplification matrix. Big Boofus still in Baby D.Va form. Has to hide behind the van, tries to get the ultimate back up. Has the call down available. 35 HP. They'll get it finally completed the animation. Now they can charge forward, but the hook's there. Up in the air they'll go, trying to hide behind what cover they have left. And the Earth Shatter now from the side. Emerging Tactical will be unleashed. Will actually catch one. They'll find a second. Sabbatical will drop. Here comes the self-destruct, but it may be all for naught. They drop it. They get a triple kill. And that will be a huge opportunity for Meridian Tactical to push onto this checkpoint. Huge play from Big Boofus. You know, you usually just cast your stone and say, well, I'm in Baby D.Va, so I'm useless. But they fight themselves back in the mech, they get themselves the self-destruct, and they keep their hopes alive for getting this back.
Well played, Boofus. Keeping cool in the face of Baby D.Va.
Big Boofus. Possibly the biggest Boofus.
Maybe even large Boof.
Maybe even giant Boof. Ultra Boof?
Massive.
Massive?
Really massive.
Giga Boof. Grande Bufo from production. I think that was actually Dr. Haskell saying that.
Wow.
I mean, as a resident D.Va main themselves, I would hope that they would be a little impressed. And they continue to push forward. I mean, that's a cool way you have to play D.Va, right? On the cusp of aggression, kind of teetering back and forth between playing defensive with that Matrix or doing stuff like that, trying to solo the DPS. Meteor Strike will be unleashed. No one's there, but the Dragon Blade has bought so much space. Big Boofus again. Soup popping up on the kill feed, but Big Boofus creating the space. And I think just one more team fight, and they'll get this final lane as well.
Goodness, Boof and
I think they might just do it.
People home. It's kind of there.
But it's so close. No. The Doomfist will be shut down. But here comes the Lucio. Here comes the Deadeye. No one's there to block it, but they're able to boof him away. Big Boofus yet again. Keeping the hopes alive for Meridian Tactical. They just got to fight off these members off the point. I think they've done it. They've crossed the 3 checkpoint as well. This time, though, they're 2 minutes and 25 seconds slower. So, both teams can do it. Now the question is who can do it faster. Great play. I mean, this is right after they got themselves back into mech after being popped out of it, and a huge triple kill. They even got the immortality field too, which was obviously the most important. And then Meteor Strike gets 1 kill there on the back end, and they just kept snowballing from there.
Absolutely massive.
All right. So, with that being said,
yeah, what do you think?
I mean, I think Meridian Tactical has an opportunity. It's just that they can't afford to leave their car ever.
Yes.
Which I think calls for a team difference, a team draft difference here for Firestorm.
Yeah, different.
I think they need to play characters that punish AOE.
Oh, okay.
Play Pharah, play Junkrat. Maybe play Orisa. Keep them on the point as much as they can because that's what they want to be, and then punish them for it. Maybe even the Mei, physically divert them from moving.
Yeah.
But that's just my take. And then on the other side of things, 325. Firestorm can kind of just do what they want. They have so much time in the bank.
Yeah, they're definitely playing the downhill here, but I do like that Mei, stop them up in the choke points, some AoE damage right to the cart.
Yeah, you just drop the Blizzard on top, fight as much as you can.
Doesn't look like that's what Firestorm is worried about, but...
no, not at all. They do have the Pharah, so they do want to kind of punish that AoE. It looks like it can engage. This time Eternal Flame still on that Doomfist, trying to be pesky and annoying. Guys, no one's on the cart. Meridian.
Greatest C9 of our lives. Watch out.
Meridian, the cart.
Meridian, it's got to move. It's got to move nonstop. Okay, one person went back to it.
They understand that if they get a kill, the spawns are so unfavorable for Firestorm.
It's true.
That this is a good idea. The only problem is now they finally have someone on the cart. 30 seconds too late.
Yeah.
They could have been moving this up this entire time. It's not something you want to count on, using the cart to defend yourself, but unfortunately it's something you could do. Unfortunately, that will not be much of an opportunity for them, as they will be swept off the cart. And you gotta kind of scratch your head at their decision to go full fight without the fight comp. They'll still win it though. Don't count them out just yet. Grumpy Kitty will take out some, but there's still some tagging this point as much as they can. And again, the spawns are so favorable. It's only a little bit of time. They're gonna stuff them out. They get the hook, unfortunately, and that will stuff that one out. They do make it 41.87 meters. Firestorm does have quite a lot of time to get to that point.
Sure they do. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, again, good call. It's such a tough thing to execute properly, is just go for that hyper aggressive style. And
with the time that they were looking at.
Yeah,
because
with the time that
Firestorm
they had,
can
sure.
play that. They can let it sit and spawn for 30 seconds while they go out and clear some space to catch up onto. But do you think we're going to see a comp play like that? They like their aggressive plays.
I think they're going to stick with what just worked for them. I think the How's Your Day continuing to pull out this Pharah. This Mercy's really adept at kind of pocketing exactly who they need to. So, I mean, if it's not broken, don't fix it, is what they say.
Rinse and repeat.
Oh, poor barrels.
Yeah, well, it happens. Like piggy banks, you gotta break barrels to get in. Get the stuff out.
Don't break a barrel. Oftentimes people refer to me as barrel because Baratel with the T, too hard for them. People don't even know how to read the T.
Well, from a Legend of Zelda background, if it's a prop, you break it.
That's fair. And if it's a chicken, you leave it very much alone.
Leave it all the way alone.
You never even look at them.
No, if you need to put them back in the coop for their own safety, we appreciate that.
Chickens are the Endermen of Legend of Zelda. Don't look at them ever. Never heard that one before, huh?
That was not an analogy. I'm going to have to go home and think about that.
Okay, the Bastion's being pulled out against a Widowmaker.
Well,
great difference in DPS choices. Unfortunately, he's not using the Lego Bastion skin. Turret mode, he's got to get this locked down. Where's his pocket? He has one already. They're already moving closer to the cart. In fact, they've already crossed half the distance. This is the choke point they're looking for. He's up in the corner. Can he get it? His teammates are on the ground. Not really getting chipped away. This shield doing pretty interesting work where he's blocked from.
It's a real sideways shield.
Yeah, but it's like curved to block.
It was
a lot of different angles. So reposition. He is prime target for a Widowmaker here, but they'll switch off. Grumpy Kitty now switching over to the Junkrat. How's Your Day? Getting the Hanzo and getting the 60% ultimate. This is going to be really scary soon. Getting himself down to 80% for a one trade. You know, they bought a minute so far just with this Bastion pick alone. The Puck's there. So much damage. He still does some stuff, guys. Be careful. Do not chase the Roadhog, you monster. Soup needs to get back up to high ground right now, though.
Yep, Soup is holding on to his ult right now.
Maybe he doesn't go back to high ground. Maybe he's sitting close to because of the ultimate inability to deny. The hooks aren't going to be available. Immortality, Amplification being dropped in combo. The shield will block some of it, but here comes the engage. Dragon Arrow as well. On the backside will be Soup. He's in tank form. He needs a pop off, but Eternal Flame will do something for his own team as well. Is it enough, though? They only have a few members left. No, wait. I think they staunched the attack. Meridian Technical, they're sticking with the Bastion because there's just so many damage threats right now on their DPS, and they've held this for a little bit. They only have a little bit left to go. Half the distance has been crossed shore, but half the time bank for Firestorm's gone too.
Ooh, and there it goes, slipping back down the hill. Yeah, that Bastion's an interesting pick, but really got its utility out.
It's so much just single target damage, and it's coupling with any other member looking the same way.
Speaking of single target damage, though, our Widowmaker is got their ult ready.
Oh my gosh, that Earth Shatter is huge. Immortality Field's here. It will be slapped to non-existence. Dragonfire will pick up one, but the Bastion's fallen, and the Bastion for Hope is possibly down, as well as Meridian Technical, despite their best efforts, are still holding on. 3.5, no, that will do it, as Firestorm will pick up map 2 in this best of 5. Putting themselves on game point. Woo! My goodness. You got to love it. It's just the most fun probably ever, right? Overwatch the game. Do you like Overwatch?
I enjoy Overwatch. If you
From
guys
time
like
to time.
Overwatch, come on down and join. We have spots available for Overwatch, League of Legends, Rocket League, and even production.
Yeah. Boise State Esports is always looking for talented players, production, and broadcast talent. Top talent, along with good grades and eligibility, can earn scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for more information. I'm going right after this. I don't know about you. That's where I'm headed. I'm just kidding. We're busy. We're doing this right now.
Yeah. We already joined. It was great.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Meridian Technical really has made, I think, a lot of strides.
That's a good way to say it. They're definitely turning around. They're definitely figuring things out.
Yeah.
I think they've gauged the distance that their opponents can punch at and are acclimating their team builds to take care of what the other team is offering.
Yeah. You play with confidence to some degree, right? You play your picks that you want to. But then there's always that kind of hidden factor, that X factor.
Sure.
In high caliber Overwatch matches such as like this, it's that adaptability factor.
It is.
The ability to say, well, this character that they're playing is really good at this, and this. Doesn't matter how good this player is, though. These are the shortcomings for this character.
Yeah.
And that Bastion pick, I think, really threw a lot of people for some. I mean, it threw us off.
It was a nice little wrench.
It was a really good wrench, and it almost stalled things out. And it looks like, as I predicted in between the break, it's going to be next up Kings Row. Do or die opportunity.
Yeah, do or
for
die,
Meridian Technical.
considering that we are at team point right here. So but we see them getting better and better and closer. That time was overtime down to like 20 seconds. So
there's also a really cheeky thing you can do with Bastion on this map.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Maybe you're not, though.
Maybe I'm not.
You might be ready.
We'll
Well,
find
regardless, if you guys at home are ready or not, we are going to take just a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll see if this magical thing will come to fruition. Look up Statue of Liberty in the break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena for tonight's coverage of our ABC Collegiate Rocket League. Sorry, Overwatch. Sorry, different game. Guys, we got so many stuff going on right now. It's going to be a tough thing to keep a hold of. And first and foremost, you know, when it comes down to it, there's just so much stuff.
There's so much stuff, but we have some things that'll help you out.
We do have so many things to help me out, and luckily, you're one of them. I'm Jared Bale-Consiglione, joined by Greg Old Soul Smith, Mr. Old South himself.
Here I am.
We're here for, of course, the ABC coverage of Overwatch, which we'll get to for Boise State here in just a moment. We're on actually the final possible map for this interesting matchup we've seen. We decided to venture a little bit into the local territory. Meridian Technical versus the Canadian Firestorms. We didn't really get much more information.
Yeah, we know
not the most local. I'm sure Idaho touches Canada, so that's
just
local-ish.
A little bit.
That's local-esque.
But
they know how to play Overwatch up there. Wherever the Firestorms are, they know how to game because they are on match point. And, you know, with that being said, we are going to the fabled Kings Row, a map that we see so many times on this broadcast and probably just so much in general. It's probably the most practiced map in Overwatch history.
I would think so. But you think it might get fancy today now that we've seen a Bastion come out?
It's possible. I think that there's some spicy things you can do with Bastion specifically on this map, so we'll have to see if that ends up coming out of the playbook. But we'll have to see because, again, Meridian Technical, this is do or die for them. If they don't end up clutching this one up, we don't go to the 4th round and maybe even the 5th one beyond that.
But they've been making progress.
Yeah, there's definitely been huge moments where you can see improvement from game to game. And as we pull up the matchup again, it is the Meridian Technical Dragons versus the Firestorm.
The Firestorm itself.
Is that how you spell Firestorm in Canada? Is that just a Canadian thing?
Well,
Firestorm A? A. Get it? Firestorm A? Canadian?
Oh boy.
Sorry.
The puns, that was
you know, that one's a far reach, but regardless.
That was a stretch. I had to warm up for that pun.
You can't be prepared for it. I wasn't even prepared for it.
It just falls out the mouth.
It just happens sometimes. Okay. Widowmaker adaptation.
Ooh.
I think it's just used for scouting opportunity.
Absolutely abusing the verticality.
And again, just sticking with the tried and true, the verticality, really comfortable on these Pharah-esque heroes as Echo would be pulled up and really good at destroying these shields regardless who has them. Pushing onto the point, using that statue for the defense. Line of sight here. So much damage being given out though, and 2 kills, make it 3, make it 4. Now we'll go over to Firestorm as they're picking their targets and they're doing it with supremacy. 4 health on Eternal Flame means that they won't be long for this world, and that might be a very early .1.
Goodness, absolutely mopping up. There's the first tick. Firestorm and Grumpy Kitty would just tag team that.
Yeah. I mean, it boils down to you have to assume that the communication for both these teams is pretty high. So that Firestorm's proving that they're very comfortable with their target callouts. You put some sort of damage on one target, you say, hey, this person's 50%, you go for that.
Yep.
This will be another fight. Now, first point, not the worst thing to lose early on.
Yeah.
This arch itself, though, is a huge point of contention.
It is a real
on
choke point.
Yeah, it's a really important choke point. It does not look like, unfortunately, Meridian Technical can hold it for very long as they are being torn apart. The health bars here for both sides getting pretty dangerously low. Daydream will be taken out, though. Or Daydream will take out How's Your Day. Grumpy Kitty has the full ultimate, has full HP. Might even be... No, that's going to be a full resurrection, but you look at the positioning for Meridian Technical, and they are just scattered backwards.
Ugh.
One corner turn, that'll be another one. This is the second, probably most difficult choke point in this section of the map. And you have the full house almost closeness for Firestorm. There it goes. It's the combo. Here it goes. Eternal Flame will be fighting forward. And the Dragon Arrow will find none. Deadeye, though, on the side of Grumpy Kitty. He'll trade 2-3 for his own life. But that's going to be a hashtag worth moment regardless. 42 HP on Eternal Flame. He'll dash backwards. But it's just not enough. It's a great placement for the Dragon Arrow, but unfortunately, Grumpy Kitty just plays his ultimate a little bit better.
He did get a few out of it, though. His positioning was all right for just plain shooting.
Yeah, that's fair. Now they switch to the Sigma, trying to absorb as much as they can with the accretion. And then Sigma has
the move over.
Has the swap, switching over to the Roadhog. I guess there are opportunities for environmental kills here, but not too grand. Oh, speak of it, and it comes to fruition. Eternal Flame, I'm so very sorry for that. That's a caster curse moment. Wasn't you as a player, 100% me. Big Boof is popping off, gets the punch combo on How's Your Day, and it's not going too well for them right now. But they are still pushing the cart forward, uncontested. There's no one here to get onto the point without that shield tank. Big Boofus trying to heal himself up, takes the gas. Here comes the ultimate, so much damage. Eternal Flame popping up the Dragon Arrow, now forcing him back into a bad position. That is a fully charged Zarya that's still being alive and still protected. Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Eternal Flame has 21 HP. They will finally take them out, though, and a great fight at them. And you can see how much Meridian Technical is just trying to stay alive here.
Oh my gosh, and just by their teeth, because it is right there, only 5 meters away it was.
Back it up, beep, beep, beep. How's Your Day? Picking back up a kill in response. Return to the point, pretty angry, very mad.
Yeah, I would
Such
be.
damage, wow.
Such damage, wow.
They're fighting in the backline without the rest of their team right now. Takes the Roadhog, great pick, misses the hook though. Will be instantly dropped to 0 HP. There goes the ultimate, but it does not matter. The Graviton Surge is so huge that you still have to click themselves to a victory. There's still members alive though for the side of Meridian Technical, but only for so many moments. As again, 358 will be crossed on that third final checkpoint. They're doing it faster. They're playing faster.
I mean, they're speedrunning it.
They're kind of speedrunning a little bit, but not without a little bit of opposition. The road bumps are...
And that last, like, 10 meters was an arduous battle.
Yeah, this is where I thought the point was going to be completely staunched. But, you know, they were able to launch the Dragon Arrow, but I don't know if something happened to Big Boofus' ult or if we just changed, but they don't get any eliminations, and usually that's like the 1-2 punch combo.
Yeah.
Just didn't end up happening, and that response Deadeye from Grumpy Kitty, just a great answer to say, well, you know, you may kill some of my peeps, but, you know, the rest of your guys are gone. Now, it's up to Meridian Technical to attack. They have in their back pocket the Bash. It doesn't look like they're going to do it just yet. That's another Widowmaker up top. All right, I'll expose the secret. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So this statue here to the left.
Sure.
They're at the top. There's a torch. There's their hands extended. You can teleport with your Symmetra people up there, including your Bastion.
Okay.
So Bastion can just be right there, right where the hand is. You can TP up there, or on top of the head.
I have seen that.
The Statue
but I
of
haven't
Liberty.
seen a Bastion posted up there.
What did you see? Just everyone else?
Just people dinking around, yeah.
Just people dinking.
Just checking things out.
Well, the dink used to be a great strategy, probably just a meme now. Hey, the Genji pickup for Soup. They're going to be just completely launching themselves onto the point. Aggressive.
Jeez.
The name of the game, 1 versus 1. They'll actually take out the Immortality Field, so it'll be 1 for 0. Oh my goodness, no. They got themselves onto the point and everything went to shambles. Firestorm backed themselves up.
Goodness.
The Fire Strike to the backside.
Firestorm really said all your base are belong to us and just shut them down for being on their, just pushing the turf there.
Sabbatical, I think, made Soup feel like he just had Taco Bell.
That's
a Fire Strike to the backside.
That's
that feels bad.
He got pushed out.
He did, and they're having a tough time pushing in.
Love early aggression, but
they gotta find the targets. I mean, the main difference maker is the target acquisition, I think, in the callouts. Look, you have this sleep being called out, I'm sure. The rest of the damage being just funneled into one target. And it's Neptune this time. They'll fall. There's no shield on tanks. They go for the Immortality. Here comes an Earth Shatter. And they're just going, whoever's in front of us, we can click heads and we can just win. And they're not being stopped in fact, they're actually pushing into the spawn area for the side of Meridian Technical.
Ready to just take him at the gates.
Oh my gosh, this is a very cheeky flank opportunity from Grumpy Kitty here too. He's up in the hotel, ready to check Meridian Technical out.
Let's see it. Let's see if they catch it. Got a good skylight looking for that.
Oh, they're getting the Continental drop on the boot here. Here comes the side. Check outside 11. You better pack your bags and go. And that's a 1 kill, 2 kills though. Big Boofus will find 1. Grumpy Kitty will be punished for their over-aggression, but Soup cannot find themselves to get to the point. Neither can the rest of the Meridian Technical squad.
And we're talking about a flank before they even pass the statue.
Yeah. Can't even get themselves past the checkout stand.
Unreal. Firestorm said this is not hybrid. This is single point, and you're not going to take it.
This is CP1, and you can't get it. The Dragon Blade with the Nanostorm. Here comes a huge deflect. He has no healing. The purple is going to be huge, but it doesn't matter as he'll finally pop off with the correct lineup, and the Planets starting themselves a team kill. Coming over to Meridian Technical, and just when we thought we could count them out, they show up with the ferocious battle.
Just figured out how to turn the monitors on and then went crazy.
I was out. They plugged in their, what do they call it? The Synapse, the Razer Synapse.
Ooh.
They changed their DPI side. Whatever they need to do, they just need to keep doing it. Okay, well.
You're coming up. Made it past that fatal pinch point there.
Not the best start to this
No.
push.
That's all right. That's all right.
Dragon Striker on the backside. I heard an Earth Shatter. Don't know where it is. It's going to be on the members of Meridian Technical as they get themselves into that crucial checkpoint. This arch causes so many teams just such a tough time to push through. And Meridian Technical is not going to be any different. Deflect will only buy so much time as the tree will even back things up by body blocking Genji to safety. Just lobbying everything and the kitchen sink right at the health bars for the side of Meridian Technical. And they're not even grouped yet.
No,
they can't even push up.
MTech definitely needed to back up and regroup. They were kind of being, you know, trickled there for a while, just kind of sending people back into battle under.
Self-destruct available. Dodges the Earth Strike. That's another Earth Strike for How's Your Day. Wait, How's Your Day's playing a tank?
They're not worried. They'll do whatever they need.
Yeah, absolutely. They swapped roles here mid-match. It's not role locked, I don't think, so you are able to flip into that if necessary. And this is a great adaptation. Meridian Technical says, well, this archway is not doing anything for us. Let's see if we can come through this upper window or the lower floor.
And once you regroup at this point, you have the ability to do that.
Nice line of sight here from Muffin Man's. Amplification Matrix is here. Ooh. Immortality gets blown up, but no one to follow suit. Amplification Matrix will be dropped. But the purple is here. They're back around the corner. Line of sight is going to be the huge opportunity. But in the meantime, Neptune's going to find two. He's going to continue to push forward, swinging around the corner. And that was a great fight. Meridian Technical makes the adaptation and how they approach the point. And look how much progress they're making.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
Pushed him way back. We saw this absolutely.
A triple kill.
Oh. Eternal Flame going off. Not worried. Just sweeping it back.
All right. It's a game. This is indeed a video game.
Moving up to the next point here, getting close. We got two on the package, on the payload. Oh, there we go.
Still slowly going.
Nice and slow. Slow and steady.
Get themselves an extra minute here. I don't think this will be
coming up to the
opposed
next
too
fight.
drastically. They may fight for it. Here comes the Dragon Blade again. Ultimate's being dropped everywhere. In the meantime, Soup is just going to lay waste to the backside. And they'll send an early respawn, almost an entire another team kill with that Dragon Nanoblade combo. But now they don't have a lot in the tank to fight for the remainder of this stretch. They better be aggressive enough to get themselves another ultimate to fight the cross checkpoint 3.
Yeah.
Or they just better play better. One of the two.
Yeah, if Boost steps up and maybe they can
have the
get
Graviton Surge, and it's going to be huge. It's going to latch on to all three members here in the front line. They even grab a fourth one. Grenades and beams aplenty being sent into the health bars of Meridian Technical and sent them back for an early respawn. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. That's about maybe 3 more fully fledged fights. They do not let this Genji stagger. They are going to take him out pretty early. But I think that's the right call because they afford How's Your Day yet another Earth Shatter. I think the 4th one this game. And if we look at the teams right now, we see the pick that we've been kind of scratching our heads as to why it hasn't been picked yet. That's a May. That's going to be huge. There goes that Earth Shatter, the freeze to follow suit. Crowd control, but gets crowd control. It's easy to hit someone with CC if they're already CC'd on the ground. And another almost team wipe for the side of Meridian Technical. They're being sent yet again back to spawn. 1 minute, 30 seconds on the clock. They might have 2 fights they can milk out of this time clock.
Goodness. Look at that old economy for MTech, though. They can come back strong with this fight here and might be able to clean it to the end, but then that time difference, that's rough.
Yeah, the big thing I think they're sitting on is trying to get Soup that last 30% or so. As Daydream already has the nano. There it goes. They're going to use it here on the other side. It's going to be Oni this time. Popping forward onto the Reinhardt. So much damage. Pins the other tank. Pops the Diva mech. It's Baby Diva. But they'll actually fall for it. So maybe the over-aggression cost them the opportunity to drop the ultimate. Soup's got the ultimate. He's got the Nano Blade, and there's no shield tank to protect him. It's just the Immortality Field, but it'll be sliced to pieces and soloed the health bars for Firestorm.
That was a little bit of greedy negligence on Hauser's day there.
Definitely hubris slapping someone in the face.
Got really punished for leaving the tank open like that, and otherwise it'd be a nice little 1-for-1, but
they're here to fight with more resources, so they don't have anything left in the tank, and it's possibly the final fight. The Firestorm picks up 3 through the amplification matrix, and it's huge. The hopes for Meridian Tech get stuffed by 1 triple kill Firestorm. How's your day says, yeah, I may have messed up, but watch this. I'm a sniper now. Blink. Triple kill. Self-destruct. It's all for naught. 10 seconds on the board. Here comes the call down. They're going to fight the struggle on the point, but they don't need to. Here comes another stun. Stuns there on the backside. Here comes more freezes, more than you can count. It's an ice tray out there, and Firestorm does it. Team 2 will win. They'll also win the map and the series. Firestorm winning today. Big GG.
yeah. Well done, Canada.
Big old Canada GG.
Yep,
Good job, guys.
Came close there. We were pushing hard, but well done.
That was kind of cool.
That was pretty good. I appreciated that. It's, supporting out the local town.
Yeah, seeing what's around us and see if maybe there's some recruiting opportunities here. I don't know.
Okay, I definitely made
How's
some
your
names.
day might be the target. I mean, at least from my perspective, they did pretty darn well. But of course, the Idaho Army National Guard is a proud supporter of the Boise State Esports broadcast. They are a main reason on why we're able to do what we do, of course. And beyond that, top plays at the end of each broadcast are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. With more than 10 jobs, offering a $20,000 bonus and a degree of your choice paid for, the Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuardGaming. I want to do that right now.
Let's do it.
There is a computer over here. I'm not. See, look, there's a mouse. There's everything.
Yep. And we are getting our degree of choice over here with said mouse.
My degree is being awesome, which you can't be accredited for, so it's not going very well at all. I don't even know where to sign up for that, to be honest.
iGuardGaming.com.
Oh, of course. They have that degree set up. And with that sign-up bonus, I mean, it is what it is.
Oh.
Well, with that being said, that does conclude the high school portion, the local talent portion, if we will, for tonight. But there is more Overwatch coming up shortly as Boise State continues their plays here into ABC.
Yeah,
and
let's talk player of the game real quick, though.
When it comes down to it, we may have some favorites when it comes to these players. Personally, I think I would have to vote personally to Neptune.
I'm going to hand it to Boof.
You're going to go to Big
I'm going to go
Boof?
for Big Boof.
I mean, we'll have to see. That's a tough choice.
There were definitely some excellent players here all. How's your day? Had a good
How's your day? Switching, flexing, kind of flexing. I'm surprised they didn't pull out a support carry, too.
Yeah, just to really show us off.
But, of course, how's your day? Definitely takes it here for ICCU's Player of the Day. Player of the Game, of course, is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central is helping members achieve financial success. How's your day is Idaho Central Credit Union's Player of the Game. And again, just supremacy.
We're just taking space.
Being able to move Bob in and of itself is like something to be proud of, right?
ICCU really supports and appreciates Bob movage.
That's a characteristic we can all look forward to, is the ability to move Bob and keep your team moving forward with the W's.
No, How's Your Day did showcase a lot of different skills here, playing all the different roles and with just taking space nonstop.
Yeah, I have to agree. And with that being said, with us kind of wrapping this up, was there anything that you wanted to take home from these kind of local?
Yeah.
The kind of support matches?
I appreciated the adaptation. So it's good to see teams read each other, make changes mid-game.
That's the adjective. If this was like Sesame Street, that would be the word of the day.
Word of the day, adaptation.
Adaptation. One adaptation. Two adaptations. I don't know.
Count.
I don't know where I'm going.
I love it.
We're off the rails, but that's okay. And with that, again, we're not even done.
No.
We're getting back on the rails. We got more Overwatch here for you. Boise State, again, continuing in their ABC Collegiate Tournament. See what kind of spicy things they can do up against University of Delaware. Stay tuned for some more action. We'll be back.
Firestorm said this is not hybrid. This is single point, and you're not going to take it.
This is CP1, and you can't get it. The Dragon Blade with the Nanostorm. Here comes a huge deflect. He has no healing. The purple is going to be huge, but it doesn't matter as he'll finally pop off with the correct lineup, and the planets starting themselves a team kill. And you have the full house almost closeness for Firestorm. Here it goes. It's the combo. Here it goes. Eternal Flame will be fighting forward. And the Dragon Arrow will find none. Deadeye, though, on the side of Grumpy Kitty. He'll trade 2-3 for his own life. But that's going to be a hashtag worth moment regardless. 42 HP on Eternal Flame. He'll dash backwards. But it's just not enough. All across the way. There's actually a huge man advantage given over to Meridian Technical. They'll find themselves fighting on the field, and this Cole Cassidy is completely left alone. Nice tuck away with the backwards roll, and he'll keep left clicking for a triple kill. He's going to stop the other Cole Cassidy in the middle of the ult. This guy should not switch off Cole. Cover they have left, and the Earth Shatter now from the side of Meridian Technical will be unleashed. Will actually catch one. They'll find a second. Sabbatical will drop. Here comes the self-destruct, but it may be all for naught. They drop it. They get a triple kill. And that will be a huge opportunity for Meridian Technical to push onto this checkpoint. Huge play from Big Boofus. Now on the Soldier 76, looking for that ultimate. Has it available. Here it comes. Ooh, waiting for the damage boost. They just have the heal right now. Oh my great googly mooglies.
Popping that
quad
cooldown. Yeah.
Okay.
This goes crazy. Back
Oni,
up
come on. Reported. Report Oni taking my hexa kill.
Yeah.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast here at Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. Tonight we're covering and continuing to cover the ABC Collegiate Championship. Boise State taking on University of Delaware here in this, continuing on their 2-1 streak. We'll see if they are able to take it on to a 3-1 against, I do believe, are those Blue Jays? I don't know. We'll have to get the mascot here in a moment. I'm your host, Jared Baratoga-Siglioni, joined by Greg Old Soul Smith. How are you doing?
I'm good, solid. And yourself?
I'm doing well, and it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a great day. We had a good
saw
intro.
We saw some really good warm-up games. I managed to get myself more hydrated, so I'm going to have more energy.
Very nice.
That's something I don't need more of, but I
okay.
have it now.
The people are ready.
The respawn's in my tank. We're good to go. And for those that don't know, the ABC here, this Collegiate Championship, it is a series going on between a tremendous amount of teams. Here are the rule sets for how it's going to work. It's going to be a best of 3 with control, hybrid, and escort are going to be the game modes of choice. And just so you know, the stakes here involved.
Yeah, stakes indeed.
Boise State, 2-1 right now. They are competing in a group of 8 teams total.
Top 8. Yep.
So top 2 teams from, there's a bunch of different groups going on. Top 2 teams from each group move on to a final set of 16 teams. And then the top 8 from them get to share how much money?
Their unfair cut of $56,000, depending on how they place in those top 8. So we're fighting for a piece of that.
Yeah, and along with Boise State kind of having a highlight or a spotlight on them, we got UCI, we got Illinois, we have Utah. What's crazy is 3 of those teams aren't going to make it.
It's true.
Isn't that's how this kind of competition is. It's super cutthroat. The competition is at an apex, and that apex is like higher than I could ever see. So we'll have to see whether or not Boise State has been practicing. I know that they've been kind of in full competition mode so far this semester. So
like that.
They're grinding.
Get
they're
the
on that grind
in the pockets.
Yeah, exactly. And with that being said, if you guys were part of some earlier broadcasts earlier this month, we actually saw Boise State take down an old rival, UNLV.
Yeah.
We got a W on them.
That's big.
That's a big moment.
They didn't do it alone, though. Doc's
That's true. That's true. Doc is able to provide his support. There's not just, the players playing out of their minds. There's, of course, Doc's keys of the game, which are never take fair fights. What does that mean here in Overwatch? It means to take fights in unexpected places when they're unprepared and when you have the ability advantage. And of course, Doc's Keys of the Game are brought to you by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. And whether or not you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran such as myself, Drop-In Gaming has the right competitions and games for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com.
I think I will.
Do it. You won't. See, we got those lineups here for these players. Because, again, it's going to be a pretty standard lineup here. We got Matt Merck. We got Cal, Maxwell, Plato, Chosen, and Bagel coming through. And this is kind of a mix between players that have been here for a while, some new members to the roster for the semester, a lot of kind of fresh, hungry talent, along with those seasoned veterans. And, of course, the lineup is brought to you by Count. Count's Identity Trust Global Network delivers real-time fraud prevention and account protection and enables personalized customer experiences for more than 9,000 leading brands. They also have a really cool building downtown.
They
I don't know if you've
do.
seen
I
it.
have. It's beautiful
really
building.
fancy. Which is also why they're super secure. And here again is the matchup. It is the Boise State Broncos versus the Delaware
Birds.
Birds aren't real,
I think it is
though.
the Blue Jays.
It might be Blue Jays. It looks like a Blue Jay. I just don't want to assume and be wrong.
Yeah.
Although, I'm a humble man. I've been wrong before. I say wrong things all the time.
I'm not a real bird professional, but you can ask me anything about horses, and I got you.
What's a horse called?
The Bronco.
A horse. All horses are called Broncos.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting first choice for map. We often don't see this. It's usually like Lijiang Tower as the main culprit for choice, but I did just see a Wrecking Ball, so I'm already excited. Hope that's on the Boise State side.
And wrecking indeed. If you remember from last program, we learned that anything that is a prop is worth breaking.
True, yeah. If you don't take away the glass to break, then no, someone else will. Not so fun.
Yeah.
I also heard a Sombra, which completely shuts down the Wrecking Ball, but looks like it'd actually be Matt Merck taking an early L. Cal will find an answering one on the opponent. Twinkle Toes will fall and up in the air. Will be pod 36000. So much damage coming down. Bagel 35 HP, barely keeping themselves back up. The left clicks are here, but it's going to be shot out. And it looks like the first flip, no one's just yet. Kel, barely alive in this Baby Diva form, will finally fall. And there goes the first flip. They do finally get it. Matt Merck almost getting themselves there in time to prevent it. They'll take the call, take the rewind, trying to predict it as much as he can, get himself to the safety. This is always such a dangerous health pack to go to because of the immense amount of traffic out there. Chosen with the 6 comes through with the damage, and on the backside of that, the Discord Orb provides so much damage to the Boise State lineup. They clear out the point, see if they can flip it though. Ooh. It looks like it's going to be uncontested. Blink, 22%. Not too much, nothing too crazy gained.
Not a crazy start. Blue Hen's taking 22%.
Ooh, look at Maxim's positioning. Has the EMP on the back end, and it gets all 4. Here comes the Rocket Barrage, though. Pod was able to get themselves out of that range. Finds himself at 1 HP, but it's all for naught. So much damage being done to the health bar as well. That shield and preventative utility.
The Transcendence comes out.
Disabled. Yeah, they do force Chosen to ult. Still has the Discord, though. So much damage being given over. Harmony will be popped on the Diva. Ooh. Kel's still alive, has a self-destruct as well. And here comes the mines, not even on the point.
No.
Boise State preventing Delaware from even looking at the objective.
And Plato, hungry for more, is just taking out one after another.
He actually got the Mercy. One of the most mobile supports here, too. Able to fly around, but it's no concern of his. Boise State snuffing things out right now.
No chill, just sweeping him away.
Yeah, that is maybe the most accurate thing I've heard all day. This is a very no-chill approach to playing this game.
And look at these ult charges. Kel and Bagel and Chosen and Maxwell are all ready.
Yeah, they're ready to launch at a moment's notice. Kel probably going to use that rep right here, popping it over. There's no shield on their side, and that will be a double kill. Chosen picking up yet another one to pad the stats. And they're forcing them back into their own spawn.
Playing right at those beautiful yellow gates.
That's this. Okay, now they're just messing around, right? Wait, he's playing dodgeball.
Yep.
If you can dodge a car, you can dodge a ball.
He's doing great. Yeah. Yeah, Chosen is not worried. He will take on any projectile player anytime. 92%
here. Again, pretty much uncontested. They finally get a Wrecking Ball on the point, but what can it do? It's going to be silenced. It's going to relocate backwards into Supremacy. And Secrecy finds the bullets. Here comes the Tracer pushing forward. Translocator thrown away. Going to tiptoe. No, doesn't have the cooldown to pop themselves around. And somehow Boise State playing in traffic's going to cost them the point. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Matt Merck back on it. Uncontested. We'll go for a reflip for the overtime.
Almost there. Gets halfway to the flip.
Plato has the time bomb. It's going to get a stick. It's going to get anything. It does get the Brigitte.
So close, 3/4 of the way to that contestant.
Here comes the Diva self-destruct. She rewinds to protect the Plato.
So close.
Playing with fire right now, but doing it so with the gloves to protect them. Shots up, shots down. Doesn't matter where you are. The tracking is just so well placed here. Plato going for the forward dash punch. Now we'll flip the point, flip it over, and that'll be 100% uncontested. Boise State finding the first one with ease.
Absolute professionals letting Delaware only break 50% by barely, and Plato was hungry.
Plato was hungry.
If we didn't have so much freeway fun over there, I think that would have been a clean sweep there on the timer.
Oh no, that's something you should hashtag. You should not hashtag freeway fun. That's children, don't play in traffic. It's bad for you, okay? Don't do it. This ain't Frogger. They gotta have a Frogger custom game, right?
Oh, where it's just
the traffic. I mean, they make so. Have you seen?
Yes.
Have you played the Reinhardt train mode?
No.
Where Reinhardt's just like an unstoppable choo-choo train, and you're Soldier 76, and you have to sprint away. That's all. That's the only ability you have is the Soldier sprint, and he's got a charge on like 1 second cooldown. He goes like 200% speed. It's the most fun and most anxiety-inducing thing, and. Unfortunately for Delaware, they're feeling a little bit of anxiety right now. Boise State now encroaching yet again on their territory. The Hammond battle. The Wrecking Ball battle, top 10 enemy. He's going to be chased. Come on, man.
Wow.
Matt Merck, leave him alone. He's got family.
Each other here.
He's got a family. You're trying to just hurt the man.
Man, Matt Merck's going to get out of my territory really quick.
Okay, he pushed him off
just
the edge.
same. Pops right up on him, gets in between two, takes out one. Gets rid of Burnout, going face-to-face with another one.
Okay.
Okay. Unreal, and hunting on that last one.
Boise State gets 3 back-to-back environmental kills on that one corner alone. Who needs guns?
No,
Who needs guns when you have just like a small body of water?
Just pinch him.
Just bump him.
Bump to disrupt. I thought we were playing
Bump
Overwatch.
to disrupt. That's a great strat. Now that game's cool. Boise State almost playing Rocket League in terms of their approaches, angles, you know? Look at this.
Ooh.
Goes for the full boost. I'm done. No more. But Plato again on this Tracer. Finds the back angle. Goes for dash, and reset again. He's completely untrackable. Delaware has no idea where he is.
Delaware is contesting the point, though, here. We're slowing down and taking only 33% here.
Forcing the Diva to run away from your tiny Tracer body. Name a better combo. Boise State's just not messing around.
No, they are not worried.
Oh my! How did he even know he was there? Okay, Plato's got map hacks or something going on right now.
Count abilities and call cards there.
Calling cards. Get yourself 3 gold medals if you can.
That Mike must have been dripping for him to know that that guy was
Sweaty
there.
comms, just so
They're
sweaty.
back there with a calculator.
He's got a protractor attached to his screen. Not missing these shots at all whatsoever.
Just nose to the crosshair.
The Tracer battle is just, I mean, it's uncontestable. Boise State's got the callouts, and they're not relenting. They're pressuring on so many sides of each fight. Here comes Hammer. Going for the big one.
Right on the, like 3 of them.
Gets so much damage, gets the full shield. They're still fighting for the point. They're forcing things off. And somehow Kel lobs the long con bomb down the way from downtown, finds one. That's just icing on the cake. And we look at things, it could be 90% to 0, and Delaware hasn't even touched the point.
They may not have a chance. 90%, and they're on full team. Got to walk it all the way back without a decent taxi.
And look where Boise State is, right in the grill of their opponents. Plato, Bagel, picking up one of their own. Uncontested, Boise State will pick up the map 1.
A Prime Gaming flawless.
That was a clinic right there. If you're going to watch how to play Overwatch, take notes from that game right there. My goodness.
That was so smooth.
That was a clean one.
That was nice. That was therapeutic.
That's surgical. That was cathartic. That's a lot of different words that I don't know how to spell, but that's okay because they sound appropriate.
Sterile gameplay.
Dominant. Just domination.
Just dominated.
Boise State could have just said, all right, well, here's what we've been working on. They've written in this book, and you turn to the first page, and the title is How to Play Overwatch Correctly, and there you go.
Yeah, they may have solved it.
But, as we've alluded to before, game 1s.
That's true. It's true.
It's all about measuring your opponent.
Yeah.
Maybe within the way that Boise State played that game,
They may have given up too
Delaware
much.
found a nugget.
You think Delaware is sandbagging and playing for the long haul?
I hope so. Either that or they're doing it for the content.
I'm ready
Something
to see
like that.
some real
I
contention
want to
here in
see
the
a
next round.
reverse sweep. I don't want to see a reverse sweep. This is a Boise State broadcast. We want to see the clean sweep.
But I do want to see good Overwatch gameplay, and
That's
I know
true.
that Delaware can deliver.
That's true. They've been part of this in the tournament for a reason, and as we mentioned, a lot of these kind of premier teams are included in this list of
They
teams
sure
to
are.
watch for.
This is
So
top 8.
Delaware's here for a reason, and they got a cool mascot too. But we'll have to see both what map comes up next and with whether or not Boise State can send the Delaware Blue Jays flying home early.
Hens.
Blue Hens.
Yep.
Blue Chickens.
It's definitely the Blue Hens. We got word.
Is
in.
it Blue Hens?
It is.
Oh, the Blue Hens. See if
That's
they can
canon.
send them flying home early for an early flight home, or whether or not Boise State will struggle and find themselves on Game 3. Stay tuned for some more Overwatch action.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena for tonight's coverage of ABC Collegiate Championship Overwatch. Boise State, Delaware. They're doing some stuff right now, and that stuff is playing Overwatch. I'm Jared Baratel Castiglione. You're Greg Old Soul Smith, but I do want to call you Old South still.
You can if you want.
You're Mr. Old South now. Nothing old about the way these two teams are approaching this ABC Collegiate Championship.
Sure not.
Boise State getting themselves a first-round win, and with pretty commanding fashion. But within that, there's always moments for adaptation. That's the highlighted word. This is the Sesame Street word of the day, adaptation. Whether or not Delaware's turning into this public broadcast or not is the question. You know, brought to you by so many things.
Oh, yes.
Well, what have you seen here so far from Delaware's squad that they might be able to tune up or tune down?
Oh my gosh. I want to see them play a little bit more together.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's really all there is to it. I think that is an adaptation key that could make a change for them.
Yeah.
They get a little bit too saucy. They're, playing a little bit too
saucy,
spread out. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
They, just trying to like hero comp it out. Someone didn't really take the reins. Like we saw that hamster fight off in the middle of nowhere that didn't really need to be there.
Right. Yeah, and then you see Plato just continuing to get unpunished on the back line.
Yes.
It's a simple say, oh, guys, there's
Dive
a tracer back here.
Yeah.
Let's turn around and take them out and then
fix
fight.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
So just keeping the comms nice and hot.
Yeah. And, I mean, within this ABC tournament, these are a lot of teams that have some notoriety, within the collegiate Overwatch scene. We have Boise State. It's won a couple things. I don't know if you can see those trophies over there or not. UCI, Illinois, Utah, all really kind of highlightable. And Delaware really showing that they deserve to be here.
Yeah.
So Boise State's just primed and ready. They just got off like a trip where they competed Overwatch the whole time they were there. So they're fired up and ready to go.
They're loose.
Ooh, Eichenwald.
Here it is.
Will be map 2. This will be a good one. Goblin on the Doomfist. I like that adaptation. Not something Boise State typically plays. And on the other side of things, Delaware taking it high to the sky with their own pharmacy. Doomfist could struggle that, and they're already on the point.
Yeah.
Boise State quickly dealing with that member, though, as Twinkle Toes will. Oh, my! Hooked out of the sky!
Nasty, putting him to 33% right off the bat there.
I did not know we were playing Duck Hunt with the Roadhog. Oh, my God! He's 2 for 2!
He doesn't care.
Oh, I think Matt Merck, I think I saw him playing some fishing simulators earlier.
Oh, yeah. He was grinding the Stardew Valley and getting ready.
He was doing that, and on his other monitor is watching the Goofy movie because of the perfect cast. So he's ready to hook, line, and sinker this. Talk about a dated reference. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. Oh, he does miss.
Oh, okay.
Matt Merck is mortal.
It can be done.
It can be done. He gets booped off the edge. No! But he got the spray in there. He did get the spray in.
That's always good.
Oh, no. Boise State loses 2 with the quickness. Goodness. And they get the resurrection, so the trade kill isn't even worth it. Boise State now being forced to scatter. Concussion blow will be shot to get themselves in a better position.
People moving back on the point here.
Todd's on point.
First
tick
get this uncontested?
No. Second tick with no... Hello? Boise State,
what happened?
They said that they don't want to fight for it?
Oh, no.
That'd be the only thing that makes sense. Frost finding one, sure, but to what avail? They already got the payload started.
We're looking at...
oh, Baby Diva. Oh, man. Yep. Still, regardless, with the efforts of Baby Diva, they end up getting 4 others in tow. The only problem is Delaware's got the best spawn possible because it's right next to the payload.
That's true.
Big punch coming in. Oh, my gosh. You knock him off.
Taking care.
It doesn't even need to be used for the push. It's used for damage nowadays. Matt Merck The stealthiest Roadhog is the deadliest. Oh my gosh, I don't know he's here at all.
Roadhog flank, what?
Roadhog flank, big slam.
Top 10.
Oh no, he's got his fishing hook on.
Oh,
Pass
running
it
back
to
a
the
little bit.
Iris.
They're coming aggressive.
Protect your mans. Oh, he did too. The defense matrix pops down and Frost holds out for the perfect amount of time. Matt Merck just straight body blocking, and yes, Delaware got the point, but they haven't moved it much at all.
No, they have not.
Okay, hey there.
Man, you would think it is 2 PC the way it just sits there.
It's just not gonna move. It may even go back to its origin point.
That would be tragic. It looks like it sure is.
It is. It can no longer move backwards.
Boise State said, sure, it can be yours, but we're not, you know, it's staying here.
Still blocking a lot of things. That's why you do hear the beeps coming through from the defense matrix. Here comes the amplification on the other side of the wall. The ultimate there. So much damage from Chosen and Diva alike. Matt Mark on the front side as well.
And Frost backing it up.
Frost is
takes
packing
two
a
out.
punch with that Cole Cassidy revolver.
Goblin and Matt Merck looking for a team ace here as Delaware just goes down one at a time.
They said, man, that's far enough. Back it up.
Yep.
Let's back it up real quick.
Delaware did come on strong there in the beginning, though.
They did.
They really took their gummy vitamins there while we took a break.
Yeah, they managed to take a nice Wheaties breakfast cereal break between.
Goblin unreal.
Oh my goodness, the whole hog, put him in the meat grinder. They're going to send him back to yet another spawn. And good call to reset. I don't know if those were kills as more as we would reset with our team, but also to be fair, the spawn's right there, so maybe that wasn't the wisest thing. I don't know. Oh, nice hook block here from the side of Delaware. Reinhardt's kind of hopping forward. Problem with this is there's no one there to block the shots for their DPS. Now he finally turns around and starts trying to be a meat shield. But here comes so much damage, and yet another two-man Deadeye gonna pop off with a double. Get themselves close to processing themselves over the bridge, but oh, the slip! You gotta be kidding me! Ooh. That's a lights out moment right there. That's a night.
Rough.
My goodness. Talk about getting knocked out.
Oh, jeez.
That's kind of brutal.
They're pretty aggressive. No, they got the carrot on the stick here, letting Delaware take a little bit and then just shutting him down.
Goblin's got the launch points on lockdown. Doesn't have the ultimate to back it up. Here comes the self-destruct. No avail there, but punches Cole Cassidy into dust. He'll find the backline access, pops him out of the immortality field. He's playing a fighting game. He's not even playing a shooter. That's a 52 combo right there.
Just obliterating this team here.
Yeah. That's a bit mean.
No chill. Right out the gates, right out those yellow gates.
This is a message.
No, this is a threat.
This is a message to other teams here in this tournament.
These top 8, some men just want to watch the world burn.
Up, down, left, right, BA start. Goblin starting to continue this domination. He's just playing the map so well, too. That's a really cool thing about Doomfist in particular. So much damage, but you got to be Spider-Man looking for your next 3 moves ahead. Here comes the Meteor Strike. Here's his next move, pushing forward, gets stunned down. Here comes the Blizzard who is going to try and hop over. He'll be frozen in his tracks, and maybe, just maybe, Delaware's found just a momentary reprieve. They can breathe. The Deadeye will be stopped by a Maywall. Who wins in a fight, a Maywall or a 4-man Deadeye?
I guess we found out.
Yeah, it's the Maywall.
Delaware able to take some ground here now.
They're able to leave their spawn, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. So that does mean they will stop getting killed right out the gate here. Their spawn is a little bit further from the point.
It didn't cost them too much in terms of resources either. I mean, just maybe the Blizzard and the Shatter, a really well-placed one by Twinkle Toes as well.
Yep, the ultimate synergy is really what we brought them back there together here. Goblin going for a little roundabout.
Immortality field taken out. Goblin going for the, he misses the launch point there.
It's all right. You didn't really need it.
It's not necessary. He can just come down whenever he wants. Kel on the wrecking ball, destroying health bars left and right. Amplification Matrix used in the base, but does finally take down Kel.
Yeah, probably worth it.
Well, maybe not. They only have 10 seconds to get back to the payload, and it doesn't look like they can do so.
10 seconds remaining.
Not with Matt Merck standing right on top of him.
He does miss the flick. Still gets himself in the 1v1 opportunity with Cole Cassidy. Moira's not long for this world. McCree can only roll so far. But Delaware does have 3 members on the point. Unfortunately, this is the playground for the wrecking ball. He just goes up and over repeatedly like the worst swing sweat you've ever seen. Here comes the punch now from Matt. Merck's going to maybe find an opportunity to hook. Here's self-destruct on so many members. Hooks them trying to get them even more stats. but we'll stop them at 80.72 meters so far. And
Score
Boise State's got their target.
They
0.
sure
How do they do it is the question.
Switching sides.
I would do it with guns.
That's a
Use-
really interesting approach.
Use guns, maybe use a fist.
One.
One big old fist. That character is such a cool design. The fact that he has like an actual gun.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he would be balanced if he didn't have any sort of like
I don't think so. I think
projectiles.
he would fall over.
You think he'd just be bad?
Or just have like a serious left leg.
Oh, you think if he didn't have a whole nother leg? Okay, I see what you're saying. No other legs to stand on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of, yeah, you know.
I get it. They need to make someone who counters Doomfist
Okay.
and call him like Hope Leg or something. What's the opposite of Doom? Hope. What's the opposite of Fist? Leg. Hope Kick?
Hook kick?
Hope Kick.
I just imagine
Hope Foot.
just a gorgeous Spaniard soccer player. That
Yeah, it
just
just has one
massive
big old leg.
just an absolute power slinger. That just
It's one
slugs
of
soccer
those
balls.
legs. You know the guys that don't skip leg day, and then their knees have muscles, and you're like, bro, what?
What?
How do your knees have muscles? He's like, check this out.
Just the isometrics that just tendons
Bulgy.
bulge.
Maybe the worst adjective in the world. Besides moist. Ugh.
Boise
Oh,
State
oh
looking to
my.
take further than
A
80 meters here.
Torbjorn. All right, as much as I like Boise State, then, you know, I'm here for Boise State. They also didn't pick the Torbjorn, so I can't be mad at Delaware.
Wow.
'Cause proving dividends already.
Kel with an early death there.
That was maybe limit testing, I think.
Sure.
Look where they are, and they're on attack. It was all distraction. They're attacking from behind the opponents. Not going to do too much for them. They will finally break through. Matt Merck picking up a triple of their own. Frost picking up 2. Chosen even picking up some scraps as well. Double kill for them. Doesn't matter if they just mess around. They're just able to brute force their way onto the point.
Ridiculous.
That was pretty clever, though. I didn't even. If I was Delaware, I wouldn't have
I wouldn't
expected
have seen
that
coming.
backwards.
Delaware did respond pretty well. They did take 2 or 3 out, but
Yeah.
it was just cascaded back in, and we take it uncontested within like the first minute.
Boop.
Now, time to start escorting it. Escort at least 80 meters to that
80.7,
nice
baby.
little white wedge there that marks the first point for Boise State.
Interesting. I kind of like the team comp from Delaware. I feel like it's a little
Reaching.
discombobulated in what
Yeah.
they're trying to do. Boise State has a lot more cohesion. And again, they're attacking from flank opportunities. They're well behind enemy lines at the moment, but they're not getting punished for it because, again, the way that they're darting in and out of this traffic is really just beneficial to their play style. Bagel, in fact, trying to take on 4 members here. They will be picked apart piece by piece, and that's what you got to do if you're Delaware. Stay alive. Oh, also Kelbo. He's going to roll back to safety.
Wow. Kel really just said, I want one.
Puts the e-brake on, puts it in reverse. Put it in reverse, Terry. No, he's not going to go backwards. He's going forward. Immortality field taken out. Going to continue to just kind of work as harmoniously as possible with the rest of the damage.
Harmoniousness we saw.
Discord and Harmony Orb coming
Indeed.
into play.
Indeed.
And yeah, that really does capitalize on just the play style and the amount of communication. You really do only pull out the Zenyatta when you're willing to say, this guy's got Discord, you
Yes.
have Harmony, that
Yep.
kind of stuff. Knock him up, knock him down. Here comes the Riptire, Goblin popping off, gets an insta-double. Puts himself behind some traps, and you know, there's not a lot of distance left to close, but it'll finally be contested. Frost only there to pick up the eliminations.
4 minutes for 20 meters.
Taking out the turret as much as they can. The 1v1 of epic proportions. Bagel almost losing that because, of course, turret can't miss. Okay, and we just slide it on in, and
There you
that's
go.
going to do it.
Yeah.
Boise State, commanding fashion, dominant, clinical, surgical, whatever you want to call it. Boise State will be the winner, and rightfully so. They played kind of out of their minds that game.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous.
A lot of really intuitive and proactive movement and plays, and a lot of dedication to it too. Sometimes you see teams try to do these kind of wacky tactics, but if the full team doesn't commit to it, it'll always
true.
fall apart.
No.
I think so, at least. I
Yeah,
don't know
no, you have
about
to you have to have an IGL that can make calls and then people that can back them up.
For not me, for the people listening, IGL is in-game leader.
Yes.
I'm smart as heck. And if you always want to be supportive of Boise State Esports or want to be a part of it, Boise State Esports is always looking for talented players, production, and broadcast talent. Top talent, along with good grades and eligibility, can earn scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for more information. And that's going to do it.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
That's all it takes.
That's all we have for tonight. But, you know, kind of it's hard to highlight a Boise State player for a player of the game because they all did so well.
They all just popped off. They went crazy. But pick a favorite.
Play-Doh.
Okay. I was going to go Chosen.
I'm picking Play-Doh.
I hear that.
That's my personal opinion.
But
I don't know
Mac
if I'm
Merck
gonna be
did
right.
excellently as
Sure.
well.
Absolutely true.
Maxwell did fantastic.
I think they all did
Kel
well,
had
yeah.
his moments as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm right.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see.
I hope I am.
Let's
I'm
enjoy
usually
how right
pretty
you
right
are.
about this stuff.
And just like you said,
I
it's
was
Kel.
wrong. Just like I said, I was 100% right,
There
of
it is.
course.
Kevin
So,
Lugurkin, here to
you know-
study political science from Moscow, Idaho.
Yeah.
One of the few, I believe, from Idaho. A lot of our players are pretty diverse.
Yeah. Maybe we'll pick up some from Meridian Tech
Or
from Canada,
Canada.
wherever they are.
Delaware, let us know.
Or Delaware, yeah. Make sure to follow the link there at Boise State to make sure to apply. Get yourself into this awesome program. But, yeah, Kel did so much work for the team, creating so much space and a huge catalyst for success. Speaking of success, Kel is tonight's Idaho Central Credit Union Player of the Game. Of course, the Player of the Game is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central is helping members achieve financial success. Kel is the Idaho Central Credit Union Player of the Game. And, you know, this was a pretty wonderful capitalization, making that 2-1 a 3-1 now as we continue in this ABC. Anything to take away from the Boise State performance?
I think I'll say it. I said it, and I'll say it again. Accommodation. They played well, and
Gotta
they
get
really
the
worked.
adaptation, too.
Adaptation,
Yep.
accommodation, adaptation, good reads, good team play, hot mics, all the basics, you know. Follow Doc's keys to the game, and you'll have it home runs.
Yeah, now time for probably the hardest part of the night to see out of so many different top plays, what ones make the top 5. Of course, the top 5 plays are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who encourages you and invites you to take your critical thinking skills into real time. It's over 10 jobs offering a $20,000 sign-on bonus and a degree of your choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard truly is the best team out there. Make sure to reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. That'll be it for me. Jared Baratel again, joined by Mr. Old South himself. You guys have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for stopping by. And we'll see you next time.
Roadhog flank, what?
Roadhog flank, big slam.
Top 10.
Oh, no. He's got his fishing hook on.
Oh,
Pass
running
into
back
the
a little bit.
iris.
They're coming aggressive.
Protect your mans. Oh, he did too. The defense matrix pops down and Frost holds out for the perfect amount of time.
Goes down one at a time.
He said, man, that's far enough. Back it up.
Yep.
Let's back it up real quick.
Delaware did come on strong there in the beginning, though.
They did.
They really took their gummy vitamins there while we took a break.
Yeah, they managed to take a nice Wheaties breakfast cereal break between.
Goblin, unreal.
Oh, my goodness. The whole hog, put him in the meat grinder. They're going to send it back. Oh, nice hook block here from the side of Delaware. Reinhardt's kind of hopping forward. Problem with this is there's no one there to block the shots for their DPS. Now he finally turns around and starts trying to be a meat shield. But here comes so much damage, and yet another two-man Deadeye going to pop off with a double. Because that's a be a meat shield. But here comes so much damage, and yet another two-man Deadeye going to pop off with a double. Get themselves close to processing themselves over the bridge, but oh, the slip! You gotta be kidding me! Ooh. That's a lights out moment right there. That's a night. Yeah. Boise State quickly dealing with that member though, as Twinkle Toes will lead. Oh my! Hooked out of the sky!
Nasty, putting him to 33% right off the bat there.
I did not know we were playing Duck Hunt with the Roadhog. Oh my God! He's 2 for 2!
He doesn't care.
Oh, I think Matt Merck, I think I saw him playing some fishing simulators earlier.